Hello.
Hi.
Hi. And welcome to the Queering Committee, where we remind you
The queer joy is a right and not a privilege. Mine are terrible. I can't do them.
I'm not very good at it.
Well, that was good. No, that wasn't good.
We need to practice.
Yeah.
I have heard that you've got a new tattoo.
I do have a new tattoo. Who did you hear that from, first of all?
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. I've got something I want to talk about.
I heard it from you.
You didn't hear it from me. You were there. Well, not for the tattoo in question, but you joined. You joined later. So, I have got a number of new tattoos. They were actually done by your fabulous friend, Stevie J.
Yeah, I would say our friend now. At Stevie J Tattoos is going to go there.
Not my dumb gay ass looking around for where you'd put the sign. Okay, I understand now. We're editing that in. Podcast. Yeah.
So it's quite an unusual, intimate tattoo.
It is. It is. So I got a few tattoos, a couple on the cheeks, and I got a tattoo around the hole.
Wow, I was wondering if you were going to try and find a gentle, demure way to say that.
I did. I got that tattoo, and yeah. What do you want to know?
Well, how was it? Was it painful? I hate when people ask me that.
I mean, yeah, that's an annoying question to ask when you're getting tattooed, because essentially you're just dragging what feels like a knife across your skin. Like, no matter where you get it done, it's painful.
Britney Spears knife.
It was, yeah, by the open fireplace in a cowboy boot and a ruche top.
Yeah, but actually, just to put it out there, for the record right now, if you don't have tattoos and you're ever tempted to ask someone, oh, did it hurt? Yes.
Yeah. Always hurts. That was me.
Put it on Do Not Disturb.
I know, I'm so sorry.
We're busy.
Yeah. So inappropriate.
Texting again. So yeah, it hurts, but I can't imagine. I do not have that area of my body tattooed. So
I didn't think it would be this big of a deal, right? So not as in I think everyone's got that tattooed. I don't. But I didn't realize it would be such a big deal to Stevie and everyone else over at Northern Tattoo Collective.
He's a real professional. Don't know why that was so hard for me to say. He's a real one.
Yeah, he's a real one. A total ride or die. Yeah.
Stevie. So, what does it look like?
Well,
I've seen the design.
Yes, you've seen the design. And it's had it done by Stevie J. He's incredible. Really put me at ease. Yes, it hurt like it took 4 hours, and it was for anyone considering the process. No, yeah, just don't. Having your ass cheeks sellotaped open is a humbling experience, to say the least.
That was not the first time you've had your ass cheeks sellotaped open. Sellotaped open. Was it sellotape? No, micropore.
No, it was like tape that they would use to put the cling film over.
Micropore tape.
Is that what it is? Like medical tape.
Micropore.
Yeah.
Micro.
Kevin Napor.
My pores are just so micro.
Kevin Napor. I'm silent when I sneak in the door.
And what is the name of that style of tattoo?
Cyber sigilism. Don't put me on the spot and try and test me like that.
I just couldn't remember.
Yeah. Cyber sigilism, it's essentially like a very skinny, like tribalist kind of tattoo.
Well, we can show the design.
Maybe. To be confirmed. But it was painful. It absolutely killed. 4 hours in some very, very odd positions. And the funniest thing about it, right, was that it's absolutely like you get really used to someone being that close to what Stevie J referred to as the area while trying to be professional. What an awful, yeah, Stevie, please don't call my that.
Call it what it is. Call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Hole a hole a hole.
Call a hole a hole.
No,
Call a
this is
hole a
too
goal.
much.
Okay. Anyway, you get used to someone being that close up to it. But here's the thing. Thank God the tattoo place was like closed. We did it on a Sunday because standing up and realizing that everything's still taped wide apart, it's just, yeah, like to feel the fresh air.
Wow. Well, I'm proud of you for for enduring that. I think it's cool. Like, I think it's a hardcore thing to do. And
I mean, once you get started, you can't stop. Like, it's
people
just,
stop.
it's so fun. No, okay.
People stop.
But also, I am used to tattoos on the rest of my body, which do hurt, but do not hurt that much. And when Stevie asked me if I would like numbing cream, I said no.
Idiot.
Absolute moron.
But I love that. Can we just go back a little bit to, I'm used to having tattoos in other parts of my body. Yeah. You don't, I mean, I suppose you could have the same place tattooed more than once, but
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
it's not a regular occurrence.
No,
I don't think.
no. I'm not planning on getting another one down there
Yeah,
anytime
blast
soon.
over.
Yeah, I might just keep going. I might just keep ruining Stevie's life by going back and asking for my ass cheeks taped apart for him to like do some sort of strange tattoo cover up. Why not, right?
I think we should move on.
Okay.
Tattoos, I think, I mean, I would never get one.
No, it wouldn't suit you.
Yeah, you just can't, I would never be able to decide what to get. And yeah, I think probably I've never tapped out. Have you ever tapped out with a tattoo?
No.
I've never tapped out.
Did people do that?
People tap out. People cannot handle it. I had my nipples blacked out also by Stevie.
Yes.
I'll put a picture of maybe up on the wall.
What was that like? Because they are...
Stevie nearly tapped out. I'm not shaming.
Stevie did tell me that he nearly tapped out.
He struggled because he said that there was a lot of blood and it was diluting the ink. So he was struggling to. I was fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine you sitting there, smile plastered across your face, totally unfazed. Like
the secret to being able to sit really well for tattoos is just being dead inside.
Yeah. Enough emotional trauma will make you physically numb.
Yeah, I almost felt an emotion today, but I didn't.
Pushed it down real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. And I think it probably leads quite nicely into what we're going to talk about today, which is like, I mean, for me, getting tattoos and other things are linked to my bodily autonomy, like my identity, like reclamation of my body. We've talked a little bit about this already. But yeah, what does it mean to you to be able to do like a body mod?
So usually most of mine, I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, they usually come off the back of some sort of life change, a time when I'm feeling maybe a bit more vulnerable, or, you know, I'm feeling like I need some like baddie energy and I just want to like, I hate that I just said baddie energy.
Loved it.
But it's true. Like, I feel like sometimes you need to just remind yourself, and this is kind of why I like the pain of it as well. It's like almost like an endurance thing. Like I can do this and no one's going to tell me what my body should or shouldn't look like. It's my body and it's for me. And I think it's a really powerful message and it's a great way to do it. And almost like, I don't want to say internalize the pain, but like almost turn it inward. Like, I'm not going to crack. I'm going to get this tattoo and I'm not going to tap out and I'm going to walk away.
Yeah.
Feeling upgraded.
I love that.
Yeah.
I want my armpits tattooed.
Do you? What would you get?
I don't know.
Scratch and sniff.
No, I don't like that.
One on each. No.
I don't want anybody to come near me.
Scratch your armpit. Sniff them.
No. I'm not sure.
Great.
But yeah, I've had a lot. I had a lot of piercings in the past, and I've obviously got a lot of tattoos, and will get a lot more. But
how do you feel when someone asks you, as a human Etch-a-Sketch, which is what you're commonly referred to, how do you feel when someone says, "How many tattoos do you?"
Enraged, no, enraged is too much. But I don't know.
You don't know how to count them, do you?
Count them. I haven't got time for that. And honestly, how do you count?
Yeah.
Is that one tattoo or is that one tattoo?
Yeah.
Like, is that dot one tattoo? Don't look at my bad cuticle.
See, yours are like, I mean, I have 25.
Oh.
And mine are pretty definitive though. They're quite that because I've done like separate.
They're pretty.
But yours, yeah, I understand why that question would be.
Etch a Sketch, by the way, Stacey Wrecked, getting mentioned every episode on this podcast. I love that.
This
nickname.
Is now just the Stacey Wrecked.
The trade is Dominic.
That wasn't Stacey Wrecked though.
No, I know.
Who was that?
I think they probably knew who they were. It was good, whoever it was.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Was it Vespa?
Why does that ring a bell? Yeah, I think
it was Vespa. Hi, Vespa.
Hi, Vespa.
Hi,
It's
Stacey.
the trade here. Although in my fled cos-looking trousers, I don't think I'm quite trade.
Also not cos. Just pause for a second.
Cos-looking trousers.
Shamed.
Yeah.
Shamed. You said that I looked mask. No, you didn't.
I said snatch.
You said the other day that I was mask. No, you didn't. I just said I present as mask and you went so mask.
Oh,
yeah. You could have told me my necklace was out of my... So now I'm wearing a football shirt. How do you like that?
I love it.
Expression of... What did you... Pause for a second. What was the thing that you said? You put it in a really nice way.
I don't know. I'm out here talking
about the theme that we're going to talk about. Expression of queerness.
Like loving the queer skin you're in.
So I think for me it's like about thinking about loving the queer skin that you're in, right? Like it extends beyond body mods. You know, we've talked about the fact that we both go to the gym together and I run a lot. I'm not going to talk about that again. I might. The night is still young. The episode is still young.
You're just desperate for an upgrade on your Strava. You want that, like...
Because I'm going to start talking about it.
Okay.
So, and then I think it extends to, and we're going to get into it. So loving the queer skin you're in, what does that mean to you?
Loving the queer skin I'm in. I guess fighting off the urge to conform to like the gay ideals. I'm very aware that right now I've got like dark hair and dark facial hair, and like,
how do you know?
Yes, I got because there's a monitor right there. I go to the gym and whatever, but like, I don't know if anyone's, you know, seen these videos where it's some circuit party in LA, I don't know, wherever, and it's just a sea of like bodybuilders, all with the exact same facial hair and haircut and hair color and, you know, hairy chest with like, but just the chest, and it's manicured to perfection. And it's like, and I just think this one image of what a gay man should look like is quite often pushed. And I feel like while I do have the dark hair right now, it's not like a common thing. I've had green hair, pink hair, a mohawk, shaved head, long hair, blonde hair. Like, I have to push myself to not fit into these norms, or at least not beat myself up that I don't look like these guys. I'm skinnier than them. I wear different clothes and change up my look quite constantly. And that's okay. Like, I don't have to look like them to, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And be comfortable and love myself. What about you?
Well, yeah, I think again, it's stuff we've talked about before, but as an NB person, like I don't always fit into queer. I don't know. Is there a space for me in a gay male space? Should I be in a different space? Like I fall under the trans umbrella. That coming to terms with that, you know, I haven't felt trans enough to call myself trans. And you know, I've used to be in a much bigger body, but I was never hairy enough and beardy enough to be a bear, and I've never really been a twink. And I'm not a straight person, so I'm not going to fit into the norm of what it means to be cishet. And, there's this tends to be, skinny or muscular, Eurocentric white, ideal of what a body, the right way to do being queer. But also I just think like different tribes can be exclusive, not necessarily not in a good way. And you've got to just accept yourself because nothing really ever is good enough, right? You're seeing it now with like fat phobia, like fat phobia has been rife for a long time, and now that there's GLP-1s or other medicated weight loss methods, then people are shamed for using a GLP-1. So you literally can't win. You see it with celebrities who are fat, and then they have lost weight with the GLP-1 or not, and then they get shamed because they're not being true to themselves or they're being too thin. And I think it extends beyond the queer experience as well.
Yeah.
But I've inhabited both a much bigger body and a thinner body, and I guess now I've started to build a little bit of muscle, and I feel good about that. But it tends to be fitness and health and longevity first for me. That's why I work out. It's not about aesthetic necessarily. And then I feel like I'm betraying my old self. Like I used to love my own body when I was in a bigger body. It was always other people's opinions, unsolicited opinions, and comments and rejection that I would get because of that body that made me feel bad. It wasn't just inherently a bad thing. I don't, yeah, it's quite hard to talk about.
That's it.
But now that I've lost weight, I feel like I'm betraying my old self and my past self. And, like I say, I think all you can do is accept the body that you're in, if possible. And I loved myself when I was fat, and I love myself now. I'm now more able to do things that I wasn't able to do, fitness wise, and feel good about myself and look after my mental health in that way. So I'm grateful for that. And I had some health concerns through being bigger, which doesn't apply to everyone who's in a bigger body. And they have resolved now through adopting some more sustainable well-being practices for myself, and I feel good about that.
Yeah, and you should feel good for feeling healthy and for making changes that have positively affected your health. If you feel more confident, bigger, smaller, more muscle, less muscle, like more power to you. And I think the difficulty is, the goalpost's always moving within our mind, isn't it? And it's like we never truly recognize where we're at until we're 6 months on and we're looking back with hindsight. And I mean, I know for me, like I've always felt like, I don't know, I'm training for a certain body type, or I'm training to grow this or tighten that up or whatever. And I look back and 6 months later, I'll look at the progress pics that I took, way back when, and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could have that body back.
Yeah.
And it's like, girl, like, you're literally looking at, you can find fault in anything. And we have such a tendency to, fixate on what we could do better, how we could improve, and actually like just taking stock of like how far you've come, personal goals that you've achieved. Like that's a great way to measure things.
Yeah.
And if you feel comfortable and sexy and great in your own skin, it shouldn't matter what size you are.
Now also, we've talked about this offline, off air. I have intense body dysmorphia, and from one meal to the next, 1 hour to the next, I can feel like I look in the mirror and see a completely different thing. And it's really hard. That's really hard. I think better practices I do now is trying to not freak out about scale weight and, feeling how my body feels in certain clothes and seeing if things fit, or measure myself rather than rather than weighing myself. But I think it's going to be a lifelong thing for me. I've got a complicated relationship with food, and I've got a complicated relationship with fitness, and but I'm able to do the thing that I love, which is running. and seeing improvements in that is really, that's been I've turned a real corner with that, and being able to get PBs and improve my time. I think I said to you, now the time that I run a 10K in, my PB is what used to be my 5K PB. So I'm not just, I feel like I'm just bragging.
No, not at all. And do you know what? Like, it's, if you wanted to brag, brag. I'm sorry, but there's this thing nowadays as well that I do want to talk about, where it's love yourself, be confident in the skin you're in, but only if you don't look good while you do it, because then you're the underdog. God forbid someone actually looks, I'm saying good loosely, but like, if you're not pretty enough for society, then you're allowed to love yourself because it's like underdog mentality. But if you're too pretty for what society accepts, to be confident, then you're like cocky, and it's like, well, you just can't win either way. And what's the point of anything then? Like, we were talking the other day about like thirst traps, but it was like thirst traps, posting your body, posting the body that took you along. What was it like? I'm butchering this. Posting pictures of a body that took a hell of a lot of work is not a thirst trap or something.
It can be if you want it to be. And I just wanted to share. I'm not going to talk and lean at the same time. I just wanted to share this. I was part of this project. For those listening and not watching, I'm holding up a book that says Normal Bodies, and it's got some pictures, some nude watercolor pictures on. So this was a project that I took part in a few years ago, and actually it was around the time that I came out as non-binary and was coming to terms with my non-binary identity. I'm trying to not share the full nude picture of myself, but it was mainly kind of non-assigned male at birth. Sorry, no, it was non-male identifying people. So I took part in this project, and again, I felt like, should I be taking up this space? Was it for me? And I reached out to the artist, and she said, who was wonderful, by the way, Sophie Bellamy and Cecilia Lacano Lopez, and they said that they would love to have me in the project, and I loved doing this. So it's got a little watercolor portrait of me that they did, which I think is very cool, and I wrote a little bit which says basically, flipping the norms of gender and sexuality have always been things I've expressed outwardly, and I've embarked on more of an inward journey as well. As my body has always been larger than average, I never felt it fit into predominantly gay male spaces where I felt like I should be. But now I've come to terms with the power in accepting and loving my body, even when that isn't reflected in others' reactions. So I love that. And thanks to past me for doing that. And definitely check this book out if you can still get it. I don't know. But I've also got it on my wall in my room.
Do you know, can I just say something that came to mind, which I know for me has really been helping me recently? I heard Rihanna apparently kind of flaunt whatever she's feeling self-conscious about that day. Have you heard this?
No.
So apparently Rihanna said, we all have insecurities. We've all got bits of our body we don't like. If I'm feeling like my stomach feels bloated and I feel shit about it, that's the bit of my body I get out that day, and I put on a crop top. And I just thought, like, what an amazing way to tackle those feelings about yourself, because what's the worst that can happen, right? Like, someone doesn't like it. Well, you're probably picturing them not liking it anyway. So what difference does it make if that thought is real or not? And I just think recently I've been doing a similar thing, which is leaning into anything in my life that scares me, trying to do things that challenge me. This podcast being one of them. I've never particularly liked being on camera, or the sound of my voice, or someone seeing an imperfection like me stutter my words or something. And it's like,
yeah,
for what? Like, life is far too short to not wear the crop top.
Oh my God, I love wearing crop tops. Or
you love a crop.
And a really tight top, which is my new obsession. Thanks, you got me into this. And yeah, also Rihanna's stomach is always bloated because there's a baby in there 24/7, 365. Bumping that. um, Congrats, Rihanna. She's pregnant again.
Is she?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I might have just completely made that up. But yeah, the grass is never greener. I look back at my body from when I was in my early 20s and I'm like, oh, I'd be quite happy to look like that right now.
Oh my God, what I would do, like the amount of times I've done that and just looked back and thought what I would give.
Yeah, so just enjoy it now. Wear the crop top now.
You are as young today as you will ever be.
Wear the crop top.
Should we just start saying that, like, dance like no one's watching?
No.
Cross the road, let's no one's watching.
Right, what next?
I mean, I quite liked what you were talking about with regards to celebrities and body image. I think another one to probably mention would be, you know, it doesn't just happen in one direction, like the band. It doesn't just. Sorry.
Come on, keep going.
Yeah. You know, body image is not people speculating on body size, you know, shape. It doesn't just happen at the bigger end of the scale. It can also happen at the smaller end of the scale. And I think, you know, I too was heavier as a teenager and in a bigger body. And I think, you know, personally, we've discussed this. You know, body shaming goes both ways as well. It's a sliding scale, and at both ends, you've got people saying the wrong thing. People assuming it's okay to comment on someone's body shape or their size and their weight. I know for me, as I got smaller, because I was in a bigger body as well, you know, people cheering me on. Oh my God, you're looking amazing. You're looking amazing. And it like feeds this beast in you of like, oh, people seem to really like this. I must like need to be smaller and smaller and smaller. And then all of a sudden you hit this mark and everyone's like, are you still eating? Are you okay? Like, oh, don't lose any more though. And, you know, we see it in pop culture at the minute. We're seeing it all over with Ariana Grande. And from what I understand, she doesn't drink. She's vegan. She works out a lot. She rehearses for shows.
Yeah.
And, you know, we don't know what someone's healthy size looks like. For some people, that's a much larger size. And for some people, that's an absolutely teeny tiny size. Whatever it is, you do not have the right to comment on that person's body because they are in the public eye or because you know them. It's crazy to me.
There's no such thing as a healthy size. Like, people can be healthy at different sizes. And also, like, I didn't know Ariana Grande was sober. That's cool. But
I think so.
she's like, she's a pop star in Hollywood, like, or wherever she lives. But like in the US, she's a massive international star. So there probably is pressure for her to inhabit a smaller body. And like there is for many of us, but in a different way. And, you know, I think it's an important point that, yeah, I've had it as well with, oh, don't lose any more weight. Don't, you know, and I'm like, if you want to go, and I know BMI is bull, but my BMI is 26 now. Like I'm overweight technically, and I'm fine with where my weight is at. I'm, you know, able to work out. I'm able to do the things I want to do. I fit into sizes that, you know, I'm happy with. And if I didn't, I would just buy new clothes anyway. But, you know, it's just the commentary, the unsolicited commentary. So
yeah,
it's really hard. And I think it's intense in queer spaces as well. To look a certain way and you know, in general, just live a queer lifestyle, which is like, I'm like, how do these queens afford to go on holiday all the time, go to concerts every weekend, you know, traveling back and forth, up and down to London, going to, you know, I don't understand. There's a lot of pressure to.
Can I just make a comment here about, oh, that was my stomach if anyone heard that. I just think it's bizarre as well, just how gay spaces are, in particular, like gay male spaces are so, no other, you know, community gather in places that are plastered in posters with screens on the TV and everything has a six-pack, giant quads, and insane traps. Like, it's really crazy to me that, like, you can't go and get a drink without being fed this image of, what a gay man should be like hypersexualized, insanely ripped, tanned.
Yeah.
It's just can you imagine walking into a straight bar and seeing just unattainable women all over plastered on posters? It just wouldn't happen.
Unlikely.
It's really strange.
Yeah, and I think the sexual element of it is great. Like, if it's, there's a cultural history with our community there, with liberation and sexuality and living freely, and I think that's great. I said to my friend yesterday, just think, the fact that we exist is an act of resistance. Like, we're not hiding away. We get comments, we get physical abuse, we get verbal abuse, and I think, but just when actually that we watched, and it was not necessarily a queer thing, but you sent me that music video, Beat Bunny, and it has a slightly older femme presenting person in there who gets naked and dances around, and we were both like, this is amazing. Like, you don't see an older person like that, or when you do see it, there's a bit of diversity, people of color and people with visible disabilities and people who just don't look like that cookie cutter idea of what a queer man should be, or a queer person or a person should be. It's amazing, but it's also like really jarring because you don't see it very much.
Yeah, it's sad that it is so amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't jump off the page in the way that it does, but we don't see it enough. So, of course, it's groundbreaking. Like, the fact I commented on that and sent you a message saying, "Oh my God, I love her." Like, imagine being, an older woman who feels comfortable to take her clothes off and dance in that way. And like, it's just, it shouldn't be such.
And she smashes it.
Oh my God, she smashes it. For anyone who wants to watch that video, it is Beat Bunny by Povoa and Madge.
And I think there's so much more to unpack in terms of liberation and self-expression and queer joy that we will explore in further episodes. But yeah, it's a really complex and it's a really complex and nuanced conversation that we'll definitely get to.
What message would you like to send people who are struggling with? I thought the plant was attacking me. What message would you like to send to people who are maybe struggling with their body image, fitting into the boxes within queer society, or just need a bit of a helping hand with self-love?
I think, like you said, wear the crop top. Like, you're never going to be happier with your body than you are today. Like, you're not going to achieve something. Yeah, you can change your body and you can work out and you can do and that's fine. I think that's a great thing that we have the choice sometimes to be able to do that, and the privilege to be able to do that in our bodies. But wear the crop top now. Go out, dance in the rain. Don't be scared of the rain. Don't be scared of the, what's that saying? Just look.
You can't see the bright night stars without the dark night sky. That's a good one.
The rain. Oh,
It's in the rain.
Don't be scared of the thunderstorm. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know where you would find a slogan like that? Across the face of a wolf, bedazzled and hanging up in the Granger Market in Newcastle. That's where you'd find that.
And if you're not familiar with Newcastle, you should come.
I've really sold it with that picture.
The Granger Market pizza, they do really good
slice. Oh my God. Do you know, when I went sober, I actually asked Slice if they would consider doing a pizza party, teaching me how to make pizza like they do.
I'll teach you how to make pizza.
It's not going to be like this.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. They're Italian. It is beautiful pizza. Good, I didn't ask you to.
That's great. I hope they said no.
They did.
I think that saying is homophobia. You know what's homophobia?
Yeah. Go on.
Microsoft Teams.
Commenting on someone's body on the internet.
I can't even imagine wanting to do that unless I was being like slay.
Yeah.
T. Body T.
This is it. Like, I encourage, here's one for the people that actually do that. I'm really hoping none of our listeners are those people, frankly. But if you are, and you've done that, I want to proposition you. Next time, that's not the right term, is it?
No.
I want to challenge you. That's what I want to do. Next time you feel the need to comment something negative on someone's post, why don't you find something positive about them and comment on it instead and see the difference in the way you feel?
Yeah. Or come and say it to my face.
Yeah. It will be Joe's Instagram.
And I'll try and kiss you. I won't really. I don't do that.
No.
Great. Football tops. I mean, right now, homosexual.
Oh, homosexual for sure. On a straight man, homophobic, but on that's just Joe's joint. Calcium deficiency.
Yeah. What about a tiny ring that's that looks like an eyeball? And for people just listening, I'm holding up my little pinky finger, and there's a little tiny eyeball on there. Homosexual.
It's a bit of an eyesore.
Should we do one more and then should we go?
Yeah. Ariana Grande.
Oh, I don't know.
Homosexual.
Yeah, but she's straight.
No, but she's a slay.
She's an honorary one of us.
She is, yeah. And she's like, she does a lot for the queer community.
She's bestie with a lesbian.
Yeah, and her brother's gay.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in to the Queering Committee.
And be sure to like and subscribe. We're available on all streaming services. So go wild. Follow us everywhere. We would love to see your comments and start up a bit of a chat.
Yeah. We didn't say our names. I'm Joe.
Do we not?
No.
I'm Susan.
Bye.
Bye.